And we are now. Welcome back to another episode of Insidious and Ghost Talking Football. I am Insidious
Hey,
and the Ghost.
yeah, thanks. Yeah. I'm going to say it again. I seriously, we should make that countdown like 10 seconds. I mean, the intro isn't long enough without an extra 60 seconds, dude. Just
Fair enough. Maybe count it down to like 10,
yeah,
5,
yeah.
maybe 5. So,
All right.
but Chief did do a good job, though.
Mm,
So hats off for his editing skills.
sure.
And you got to give him props when they're due.
All right. So, once again, week 4 happened, and we obviously do not have any idea what we're talking about. Um. So let's go down the list, shall we? Let's see. What did we say? Let's see. We said the Dolphins would beat the Bengals. Oh, no, that did not happen. Uh, Bengals won 27-15. And what I'm being told through a few of our other friends is that it was the Dolphins only scored 15 points. They're wondering, did the Dolphins lose their shine, or did the Bengals finally find their O line? I'm starting to wonder maybe the Bengals finally starting to mesh, and the Bengals because they were 0-2. Now they've won their last 2 games. Maybe the Bengals have finally found the magic that made them AFC champions last year.
Well, let's not forget the shot that Talua took last week.
Okay.
If he has any type of concussion and they didn't catch it, still lead into something to investigate or look forward in down the road.
And he also got injured in the game Thursday. But dude, remember, quarterback is the team, buddy. It's called next man up.
Yeah, look at Dallas.
Exactly my point. Thank you. Thank you for proving my point. All right. So that was Thursday. Let's take a look at the Sunday games. Vikings squeaked by the Saints 28-25. It was actually a decent game.
Who did we have
right.
on that?
We had Vikings. You're right. This one, you're right. Now I was wrong, but in all fairness, it was a close game. Falcons beat the Browns 23-20. It was a good game. This one, I was right. You were wrong. Bills 23, Ravens 20. We both went Cowboys. Obviously, they dominated the Commanders 25-10. You got something to say,
I don't.
Chief? No? Okay.
I don't give it to them.
Huh?
I won't give them a win.
The Seahawks and Lions. Let's talk about that one. 48-45, the highest game so far this year, and the highest game for in a long time. That's 93 points between the two of them. That was, I mean, so it's not that the Lions got defeated; it went all the way to the end. I mean, it wasn't that they got blew out; they just got, Seahawks just had more points.
Outplayed.
But you know what I mean. I mean, that's
They
still
got outplayed.
a mighty Lions team. They get 45 points.
Compared to last season, that couldn't even break over 5. Yeah.
All right. But we were wrong on that one. Okay, I said Chargers. You said Texans. I was right on that one. Chargers won 34-24. Titans. We were both wrong on this one. Titans defeated the Colts 24-17. You went Bears. I went Giants. I was right on that one. 20-12. Let's see. You went Jags. I went Eagles. Eagles won 29-21. Jets. We both went Jets. Jets defeated the Steelers 24-20. So where was I? Where's the? Did I miss one? So yeah, it's a great day if you're a New Yorker. I mean, your Giants won, your Jets won, and hell, even your Bills won. Great job up in New York. So I'll give you guys that one. Cardinals defeated the Panthers 26-16. We said Panthers. We were wrong on that one. Man, Packers just barely beat the Patriots 27-24. Another good game, by the way. That went to the heart of overtime. Like all the way to like last 3 seconds field goal. I mean, could have been a tie in that one. Well, Raiders got their first win over the Broncos, 32-23.
I had Broncos.
Huh?
I had Broncos.
Yeah, we had Broncos. You had Chiefs. I went Bucks, and the Chiefs won 41-31. And I told you last week, man, as much as I wanted to go with Rams, Jimmy knows how to beat them. 24-9. Told you. Jimmy Garoppolo, he knows how to beat the Rams. So that means no team is completely 0-4, but the Texans still is the only team right now without a win. They just have that tie. And do you want me to say it for you? The Eagles are the last team standing, the only unbeaten team.
We'll see next week.
Well, it doesn't change the fact. Even if they do lose a game, they're still the last team unbeaten for this year. So,
who cares?
Obviously, Cowboy fan. Oh, come on! If it was the Cowboys, you'd be ecstatic.
Not really. I wouldn't be shocked.
But so currently, despite the Dolphins losing their game, they're still top in the East. Because of even though it's like a 3-way tie between Browns, Bengals, and Ravens, because of statistics, Browns still hold the North. The Jaguars are still holding the South. The Chiefs are back to holding the West since the Broncos lost. Eagles have the NFC East. Vikings are on top of the North because they defeated the Packers. The Bucks have the South, and the Niners have the West. But funny thing about the West, all 4 teams, Niners, Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals, are all 4 of them are 2-2. So that can change on a dime.
Just like last year, all over again.
I don't know. No, the West wasn't that close last year. So yeah, there was a few shocks. There was a few good. There was a lot of good games. An overtime game. So It's week 5.
Seems like we got our actual football back, or is it just me?
You mean people are hungry to play? Yeah. Yeah, see, this is what we've been talking about for the last couple of years. I mean, even though we haven't been doing this podcast for a couple of years, but we've been saying it, with us just hanging out as buddies, watching it.
Well,
Get the
technically,
politics.
yes.
Get the politics out of football.
Well, this is year 2 we've been doing this. This is our second year doing this podcast.
Right.
Only this time we have YouTube, Twitch.
Right.
I still got to get back to Spotify. I haven't done that yet.
But my point is, we said it like years ago. Get the politics out of football.
Yeah, for real.
And it's like they finally listened. They finally did. And do you know what's sad? I'm going to say it.
Well, they're actually playing ball.
England has more respect for our national anthem than some Americans do.
Are we really going into this?
No,
I don't want to.
Just saying, it's kind of weird.
Because we're living on a time full of hatred in the U.S. and everybody is full of it.
Yeah. And so, because I couldn't get on Facebook that day because you had to post the scores for me because I got put in Facebook jail for 24 hours over shit. And you know what the funny thing is? I challenged Facebook. They sent me an apology saying that I won. They actually took me out of it like 7 hours early. But fucking assholes. Oh, sorry.
But I mean, it just goes to show that everything is stupid.
All I said on a post, on a comment was, if a kid abuses an animal, if a kid abuses an animal, they should get an ass whooping.
My kid does. My kid does. They kick the dog. I correct them. You don't kick the dog.
Apparently that was. Yeah, then they sent me an apology saying we took your terms out of context. We'll release. Sorry about that. Yeah, blah blah. Yeah, fuck off. Oh well. Hey, it's kind of rare that you challenge and you win, but I'll take it. So, week 5. Thursday night football. We start the week with the Colts and the Broncos. I'm not. You're going with Colts. I'm not losing my faith on the Broncos yet. I think they still got some magic going. I'm going to go with Denver on this one. I mean,
you got Elway as quarterback in there somewhere.
Huh?
You got Elway as quarterback in there somewhere.
Well, so you're going Colts. I'll go Broncos. Only because I am seeing some magic that the Broncos have. Sure, they lost last week, but not by much.
Yeah, but they're going against a good team now. So
1-2-1. That's a good team in your book.
1-2-1. That's a win's a win. A tie's a tie. It doesn't matter. It just matters how you get it.
Tie isn't a win.
Well, it does. It depends on how you look at it. Like you said before, it can hurt you. It can help you.
It can help you when playoffs comes around, sure, but that don't mean to win. All right. This game I'm actually looking forward to seeing. It's the Sunday morning game that will be played.
Thank you for the one person that's viewing. We appreciate you.
The Sunday morning game for week 5, this may actually be a good one. Both teams are 3-1. You got the Giants and the Packers.
Packers all day.
I'm going to go with the Packers as well. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. But you have to admit, even though you're a Cowboy fan, this is a new Giant team.
No.
Is it a new Jet team? Can we talk about the Jets?
You already know my feelings on that Jet team.
Which is?
I saw it last year. I told you they got potential over there. They just don't know what they're doing yet. And now they're finally starting to come around. Like I said, they traded all those draft picks they had. They saved them all. They did with Oh man, the Dolphins did. They had all those draft picks from trading all those players off. Then they hit the draft market and they just went AWOL. Mm-hmm. And that was the Jets of the year before, and then last year they had all rookies. So now they're just finally getting to go. And now the rookies that are now veterans, technically on their second year, they actually know how to field for the game, NFL rules. They're starting to come out. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's a Micah Parsons and can just come out and play out the gate.
Lions and Patriots. I'm gonna go with the Lions in this one. They've been playing. They got the offense. Jared Goff is finally starting to mesh with what he has over there. And
I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna go with the Lions, and it's not because of Jared.
Go ahead.
It's because Mac Jones is injured.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that little detail.
That's why they ain't doing very good. They're running with just a backup, and granted, I think deep down Belichick was hoping that he had another backup like Brady, and it ain't there.
All right, this game could potentially tell us which way the AFC East will go. It's the Dolphins and the Jets. What do you got?
It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a really good game, but I'm gonna go with the Jets on this one.
Go Jets. You know what? If it wasn't for Tua having some issues, I would just go straight with Dolphins. But
that's what I was saying. But yeah, I'm gonna have to slide over to the other side and go with the Jets.
But we don't know what Tua's condition is yet. I mean, he may be out for
no,
this game, but he got a little banged up.
I think they should have stuck him on protocols immediately.
Yeah, but if they did, they would have lost that game.
Dude, lose the game or worry about your QB's health. Did you not see that? The dude was so damn disoriented. He almost missed the pass.
Last week or the week before?
The week before when he took the hit.
Right.
Like, dude, he could barely freaking walk. And then when he threw the ball, the receiver had to come all the way back to it. He shouldn't have been in that game. They should have immediately pulled him out.
I saw it.
And, I agree with Shannon Sharp. If you're Talua, you have to start questioning, is it worth it? Head injuries, is it really worth it? You've already made.
I'll respond to that answer with a question for you, man. I mean, you've had quarterbacks. Who was it? It was
Well, you didn't really let me finish to what he was saying.
Go ahead. I got to think of the name.
Yeah. Well, what he was saying is that you have to start thinking long term down the road. If it happens once, and as Shannon Sharp said, he goes, he's met quarterbacks that's had multiple concussions, and he goes, and I'm going to tell you what, they don't look too good. And he goes, so if you're Talua, he goes, and he was actually talking to all quarterbacks. He goes, when that time comes, you got to start thinking, should I stay or is my health more important? He goes, let's add it up. He's already made, I can't remember how much money he said he's already made. I know it was in the millions. He goes, so you've already made your money. He goes, why stay and keep risking it at your age? And I get where Shannon Sharp is coming from because his brother took a similar hit and it almost paralyzed him. And you remember that one. Mm-hmm. So I see where he's coming from an NFL player standpoint, but really the ball's in Talua's court on it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so but let me kind of ask you a question. And it's actually the quarterback that you like. A few years ago when Matthew Stafford was still a Lion, who remembers that infamous game with the Browns when he got hit, he was down, shoulder was banged up. They said he probably got a broken rib or something like that. He was bruised, he was banged up. but they had only 2 or 3 minutes left. They were trying to come from behind and win. He toughens it up. He goes out there, and not only that, I think he also did a quarterback sneak in that drive and got hit even more. Led the team to victory because he said, you know what, sometimes you just got to tough it up for a couple more minutes and win that damn game. And that put a lot of eyes, including yours, by the way, on Matthew Stafford, his toughness, his determination to win. And I think that's what, when he went to the Rams, you said, that quarterback, he now has some weapons, he has the toughness, and you saw something that originally I didn't. And I'm starting to see what you were saying.
But
You
the
need that
thing
leadership.
is,
You need that leadership.
you do, but you also need a quarterback that's going to be around for just like 4 or 5 more years. Tallulah taking shots like that, you already got to think that's one concussion. You add 2, 3. What does his future look like as he gets older? It's kind of like a wrestler.
Mm.
What's his head look like when he gets older? And I get it; it's a risk every time you put on the helmet or you lace up your boots. I get it; it's a risk, and I just don't. I just kind of agree with Shannon Shark a little bit. And like I said, and I take that term lightly because he does not like my Cowboys, but I kind of have to agree with him. When do you say enough is enough that you don't want to put your health on the line? Especially if you have wife and kids, like Tallulah does.
I don't know. When there's zeros on the clock and you can rest. I don't know. I get your point.
I'm not saying you're
I get your
wrong, and I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm just saying I just agree with what he said.
Again, I see both sides of the coin. I mean,
Now
from a competitor perspective, you don't want
you
to be
want to
that
keep
guy
going.
that you don't want to be the guy that lets your team down.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, come on, we watched Tony Romo play with a broken spine and on cortisone shots.
And if you're a wrestling fan, we all, Kurt Angle, I'm for the gold medal with
I wonder, yeah, broken freaking neck.
Sometimes you just man up and just do what you got to do. Sometimes, but we're completely off topic. Steelers and Bills. What do you think?
Bills. Mitch Trubisky is. Well, no, he's coming off his first victory, but I'm gonna have to go with Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Chargers and Browns. Who are gonna give the round to? Both are 2-2.
Chargers.
Yeah. All right. Do the Texans get their first win against the Jaguars?
No. Jags.
All right. A North showdown. You got the 2-2 Bears and the top seed, the Vikings. I'm gonna go with Vikings. I'm not saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Vikings. Oh yeah.
All right. Seattle and New Orleans.
Seattle. Honestly, I don't care who wins that. They're both playing Gurley.
Mm-hmm.
Saints are becoming the old Saints of old.
Falcons and Bucks. The winner could take control of the South.
Tom Brady's not playing his good best, so I'm gonna have to go with the Falcons. Taking that loss to Aaron Rodgers has got to have his head even more scrambled. Even more reason.
First, Aaron Rodgers defeats Brady, then he beats the rest of the Patriots. 2 weeks. That's funny. Oh, Aaron Rodgers in that game, he got his 500th career touchdown touchdown pass. So congratulations on that.
Yeah.
They said only a few. They said only like 4 or 5 was better than that. So and yeah. Titans and Commanders. I'm going Titans. How are you?
Yep.
All right. Cowboys and Rams.
If Dak's playing, I'm going with the Rams.
If the Rams played like they just did last night, I'd have to go with the Cowboys. I mean, the Rams were just horrible tonight.
The only thing that's going to give you problems is my defense.
Yeah.
But my offense is all right. But if they put Dak back in there and Dak starts trying to throw those long passes like he does,
You know,
it's going to be
that's
an
a good thing.
interception city.
I am very impressed with Cooper Rush. I mean, that young guy. I mean, he's still unbeaten.
Dude, it's how he plays. He's
Yeah.
playing smart football. And I've said this. I watched the highlights last night for the first time. I've never watched Dallas highlights, mostly at all this season. But I see what he's doing, and he's being criticized for it. And they're saying that he's playing safe football. And I'm like, yeah, but it's working. You do the run, set up your screen, throw it because they think you're going to run it, and you're throwing it, and it's working. You're getting small yardage, yes, but it's working.
Don't fix it if it's not broken.
Exactly. And they're going to put Dak back in there. Dak's going to run it the way he wants to do it, and it's going to be interception city. This dude has started 3 games for Dallas and has yet to have an interception. That says something. I mean, I have not seen a game where your quarterback has started 3 games and not had at least 1 interception throughout any of them. His accuracy at those short throws are just amazing. And he can throw long if he needs to. We just saw that this week. He can throw long if he needs to. But he hasn't needed to. But he kind of plays how you play, Michael, in a way on Madden. Short passes, run the ball, short pass, run the ball. And he uses every weapon he has. And I love it. He'll use the tight end. He'll use the wide receivers. Hell, he'll even throw out Elliott out there. If you can catch a ball, you're catching it. It ain't just like, I'm going to go back a little bit to the first game of the year where we watched Dak target CeeDee Lamb 7 times, and he was double covered most of the time. He had Brown open on 6 different occasions, 5 different occasions, 4 different occasions. He had tight ends open, and he still targets CeeDee Lamb.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Well, like in Madden, and then if it's 1st and 10, you get the short pass. Then it's 2nd and 2. Then you get a chance if you want to try something crazy or just get the first. And that's how you play.
But he is, and that's what I'm liking about.
I mean, every time Paul plays, it's just always long pass, long pass, long pass.
I like to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I am digging the fact that he's using both runners. I haven't ever seen that. I mean, I don't know if you noticed that they're using Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard simultaneously, and I like that.
It means they don't know which one they're going with. That's exactly.
Oh yeah, because you got Pollard, who's a little guy, but man, he gets open, he's gone. You got Ezekiel Elliott, who's a powerhouse who can break through tackles, and if he gets loose, he's gone. So it's kind of a win-win situation.
Mm-hmm. All right, 49ers and Panthers.
49ers. I know you're going Panthers.
Only because I don't like the Niners.
I know.
So now I gotta do it to you. Do those Eagles stay unbeaten?
Who are they going up against?
Cardinals.
Give it to them. They have an easy schedule. This ain't even fair. You can't say they're good. Who have they faced any good?
Give me a second. I'll give you their schedule. All right.
I know their schedule. We got them twice.
Sunday night football. Bengals and Ravens.
Bengals.
Oh, and Monday Night Football, you got the Raiders and the Chiefs. Oh, let's see.
Chiefs.
Yeah. Now you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about easy schedule? Let's talk about the Chiefs' schedule.
Let's just hand them a tomahawk now.
All right. So you want who have the Eagles beaten so far? Loading. All right. First, they beat the Lions in a close game. Then they dominated the Vikings. Then they dominated the Commanders, and then they had a close win against the Jaguars.
Exactly. Who have they been won against that's any good?
Well, the Lions are doing decent this year with the high scoring.
Now,
The Vikings knocked off Aaron Rodgers. That usually does not happen, and the Vikings are sitting on top of the North. Okay, look.
When do they face Dallas? Just give me that one.
Next week.
Exactly. They won't win that, I promise you. If Dak's back, probably.
So you're saying it's 5-1. You'll be the one that defeats them.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it.
All right. Okay. But if they
Hey, wait a minute. Is it at Eagles?
Oh, where's it at? It's actually the Sunday night game, actually. Where is it? Shit. Usually it tells me. It does not tell me. Hold on.
Not telling you where it's at?
No, usually it does on their schedule. I gotta find it. Give me a second. Yeah, it's in Philly.
Well, we're good at home or away this year, so it could go either direction.
I will give Dak that. I mean, he does know how to beat his rivals. That's one thing I can say about Dak. He's only the few years he's played, I think he's only lost to his rivals like once or twice. He does know how to defeat the other three teams in the East, so I will give him that. But what if the Eagles do beat the Cowboys and they're going to give them the props? I mean,
nope.
Of course not. Who do they have to beat?
Me. They got to go through Dallas to get my appreciation.
I just asked you if they beat the Cowboys.
And they still wouldn't get it because I'd say somehow the refs probably helped them out.
Right. The Cowboys are not the best team in the NFL, no offense.
Yeah, I don't. No team is as of now.
Currently, it's Philly.
No, it's not. Who have they faced that's any good?
Well, who's good? Who's good? What's your definition of good?
All right, put him up against KC. Put him up against Brady. Put him up against Aaron Rodgers. The top 4 teams. Put them up against them.
All right. I'll look through. Let me look through Eagles' schedule. See what they got. They got the Cardinals next, and they got the Cowboys. Then they got the Steelers. They got the Texans. Commanders. Colts. And then they got the Packers. And then their schedule gets a little tough. So, yeah, they'll probably make it to week 12 and they'll start falling apart.
You want to do something fun? Look at Dallas' schedule this year. Go ahead. I'll let you. Because after our bye week, we got nothing but tough games ahead.
Give me a second. And I don't know about that. You usually face the same teams that your rivals place. All right, so you got the Lions, the Bears, then you got the Packers, the Vikings, the Giants, the Colts, the Texans. You're facing the same team the Eagles played. How exactly is this a harder schedule?
A little harder.
How is it harder for you and not harder for the Eagles?
Well, if they would have got the Rams, I would have said it would have been harder.
The only reason they didn't get the Rams because of the conference rule. That's the only reason. Other than that, they got everybody else similar to what you guys got.
Yeah, bullshit.
And in replace of the I'm looking at the Cowboys. I got to look back at the Eagles. Yeah, you guys got the Rams from the West. Eagles got the Cardinals. That's how it works. That's like
again.
Except for that game, your guys' games are identical. So don't give me that.
No, I'm excited for the Rodgers. Is that at Lambeau again?
What?
Dallas. Is that at Lambeau or is it at Dallas this time? I can't look or else I'm going to get booted. So I'm not going to do that.
No, it's not that. I don't mind looking. It's just let me know that you're because I'm sick and tired of going back and forth here.
Oh, you'll be all right. You'll live.
Okay, it's week 10.
I hear a fart can. Sounds like an airplane getting ready to take off.
It'd be it's in Lambeau, Green Bay territory.
And what was the date on that?
It's week 10, so it'd be November November 13.
So, will we have another Dez Bryant and Tony Romo situation with Dak and CD Lamb?
So when do teams start going on bye? Usually week 5 or week 6? Because we're in week 5. So still no teams are on bye. So I'm guessing week 6 we start going bye teams.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's everybody says, "Hey, we got the easy schedule. Hey, we got the easy schedule." Because the other problem is there's usually only 6 or 7 decent teams. The rest are either then you got the mediocre teams, and then you got the teams that just can't play.
Funny thing is, the AFC's picking up where they left last year, except it's different.
What do you mean?
Just the AFC side can go freaking anywhere. The whole AFC side can go anywhere.
Right now, the whole NFC is in the same boat.
Yeah. Plus, it seems like they're all actually trying to play ball this year, and I'm loving it.
I mean, because think about it. Week 4, going to week 5, only one unbeaten team left, and only one team that hasn't won yet. That's not what we had last year.
Well, last year we also had only two greats of the whole NFC. You had Tom Brady and you had Aaron Rodgers. That was it of the NFC. That's all you really had. That was number 1.
And Stafford.
Well, yeah. So you had 3 out of everybody. The East was a spiral.
Well, let me go down the standings again. Okay. Dolphins and the Bills are tied at 3-1 for the East. Jets are 2-2. Patriots are on the bottom of the East. Whoever thought that would happen? In the North, yeah, the Browns are on top, but it's a 3-way tie, with them and the Bengals and the Ravens. So that can go either way. The South, it's kind of tied between the Jaguars and the Titans at 2-2. The Chiefs are in the lead at 3-1, but that's only because the Broncos fell to the Raiders. Otherwise, the Broncos are still way top, so that can still go either way. The East, despite the fact the Eagles are still on top with unbeaten, Cowboys and the Giants are right on their butt with 3-1. That can go either way.
Don't put those Giants in anyway.
The North, the Vikings and the Packers are both 3-1.
You know,
Buccaneers and Falcons are both 2-2. And in the freaking NFC West, all the 4 teams are 2-2. Look, I mean, all the divisions, it's either a win, or one loss will completely shake it up, which is what we like.
We're not mid-season yet.
True.
And that's what gets me about, them bringing Dak back is you got a quarterback that's on fire, literally, and you're going to pull him out to put your veteran back in that wasn't worth a shit to begin with.
So, here's the question. Was Dak ever good, or did Dak not have weapons?
Oh, he had weapons. Come on, he had Dez and couldn't even work him right.
He had one weapon. Do you got any more? And no offense to Dez. Dez was kind of on his way out.
Okay. You had Dez Bryant at that time. You had Terrence Williams at that time. You also had Randall Cobb at the time. And then
at that time, the Cowboys did
decent. Hold on. I'm going even further into this. You had Jason Witten as your tight end.
Yep.
What more? Oh, and you had Miles Austin as your running back.
And at that time.
And you had Tony Romo that was injured. So did Dak have weapons? Yes, he did.
And he delivered at that time.
Yeah. And then, well, then we had the retirement of Tony Romo. We had the retirement of Jason Witten. And then they decided to cut Randall Cobb in the offseason. Decided to cut Dez a year later. And then,
So is it
yeah,
Dak's
so
fault? So is it Dak's fault that he's not that good, or you guys just don't got anything to give him right now?
I can't agree with you on this, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm watching a backup quarterback come in with the same weapons he had that he started with on week 1 and couldn't deliver.
How do you know? Yeah, but again, he's doing the safe little passes. He's not doing anything extreme, which is fine if it's working and don't break it. But at the same time, I mean, okay, cool, fine. If you have Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers throwing little short, quick passes, they would always win too. But the thing with Aaron Rodgers, you know, he's got the Hail Mary throw.
It isn't. It's not that. It's not that worries me. What you're missing is he targeted one person that whole game. Noah Brown. Well, you have this other guy that's been in there. He was a rookie last season. Never caught a ball. Comes out with Cooper Rush. Hits his first ever NFL touchdown. Yeah, I think it is Noah Brown. And now, since Dak's been injured, he's had more catches than what he's had in week 1. He didn't get any. You have CeeDee Lamb, who, missed a couple of catches, and now he's doing one-handed catches in the end zone. So I'm wondering, is Dak practicing with these guys at all? Or just hoping that they know how to do their job when he gets out on that field on game day? If you see my point.
I see your point.
I mean, I'm not saying Dak ain't a good quarterback. It just seems like I have a backup that knows more about this offense and what it can do than he does. And he's number 1.
Maybe Cooper Rush is your guy. Maybe you're right. But at the same time, I mean, are you sure he's that good, or do you think he just hasn't got the rest in yet? I mean, you get a couple of look. It's the same reason why you're hold on. It's the same reason why you're not giving the Eagles their due at 4-0. Has this kid faced anybody that's really worth a damn?
I honestly don't think it's going to matter if they keep doing what they're doing, because you're okay. You're doing these short passes. You know as well as I do. You play Madden. You know why you do them, because you're setting up a screen that 2 guys are going to go deep, and you got your tight end that's doing a little slant route. Who are you going to throw it to? The safe bet or the long ball? If they're open, you're going to go long. But if 9 times out of 10 they're double covered, you ain't going to go to them. So you go to your tight end, same as you. So, and then the next play, you run, and then you set up your screen again, because they think you're going for a run play again.
Yeah, but that trick
it makes a defense so mind fucked, because they're thinking every play is going to be a Hail Mary type play, because that's how it looks. That's why the screens are so good. Huh?
Yeah, but that trick only works for so long.
Obviously, it's worked the past 3 games. No one has an answer to it yet.
I don't know.
The problem is Dallas has always been known by a running team, and they're doing it. And I see Chief in here.
No, you don't. You can't see me.
No, but I can see your little bubble.
Yeah, no, bear with me. 1 second.
What are you doing? Sounds like you're murdering a cat.
No, I was dropping a deposit off the bank. I just got off work.
Sounded like he was killing a cat.
And I saw you guys were live, so I'm like, why not?
Fair enough.
All right, so where are you guys at in just talking football so I can catch up?
Well, right now we're on Dak being extremely bad, or is Cooper Rush as good as we think he is?
I think he's better than Dak, honestly. I've been wanting him to start for a while, but it took Dak to injure his damn hand in order for him to get that start.
And Insidious is having trouble acknowledging the fact that the Eagles are the only team that's unbeaten.
They haven't
We'll
faced
beat him when
anybody
we
any
face
good.
him.
Well, we got Rams next week.
Yeah, who lost to the Niners tonight.
Yep. And I
Yeah, but
And-
Dak's supposed to be back next week from rumors.
I hope not.
That's what I said. We're done. We're gonna lose.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll do it.
As long as we don't have someone trying to streak across the damn field with the pink smoke grenade, I think we'll be all right.
I don't know. I think we should keep Dak on the sideline. Whatever he's doing over there as a cheerleader seems to be working.
Yeah, you guys heard about that, right? During the Rams game? A guy
No.
with a pink smoke grenade went across the field and got tackled by 2 Rams. He got knocked the F out.
Oh, I bet he did. Them shoulder pads have to hurt.
Well, he got hit from behind and hit from the side.
Do you want?
If you
okay,
find
this-
that ghost and you screen share that, I am definitely approving it.
He
Hey,
got
well,
hit by some guy named Wagner.
Nice. I gotta tell you this. I found this clip that was back in the old days, like in the old days of football, where a fan went on the field into the huddle for the defense of the Patriots and helped and it actually worked. It was like way back when they were wearing like the old helmets, like before the face mask,
Right.
Oh,
No, I figured before I stop here at the come and go, get me something to eat, I need to take the deposit to the bank.
yeah, we actually were kind of about wrapping up, and we already did our predictions. We talked about last week. I'm
All
just
right, tell me who's facing off real quick, and I'll give you mine.
okay.
Ooh.
All right. Bonus cheats. Okay. Pull it up again.
And I'll try not to be biased on one particular team.
No, that's
Yeah. The
fine.
Eagles.
All right, Colts and Broncos.
Broncos.
Okay. The Sunday morning game in London. Both teams are 3-1. It's the Giants and the Packers.
Fuck.
Don't even choose the rival.
I'm going to have to choose Giants because I hate fucking Green Bay. But I know if my sister-in-law and brother-in-law see this, they're going to be like, why you little? But yeah, I'm going to say Giants.
All right, Lions and Patriots.
Well, everything shitty comes out of Detroit, so I'm going to say New England.
What the fuck?
And if you don't believe me, check out KRKN from last week.
Fair enough. This game could actually tell us who's winning the East, or at least ahead of the East. The Dolphins or Jets? The Jets have been playing pretty good this year, and so are the Dolphins.
That one's like a toss-up, but I'm still going to go with Miami.
All right. Steelers and Bills.
Bills.
All right. Chargers and Browns.
What's their records?
Both of them are 2-2. Both of them are 2-2.
Browns. I've been thinking that they're the sleeper team for the last couple of years. I think this year I might be right.
Did the Texans get their first win against the Jaguars?
I
That's what we said.
can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm just gonna say all elite.
All right, the Bears.
He
or
owns the Jaguars.
I know who it is. The Bears or the Vikings?
Vikings. I can't stand the Bears.
Seahawks and Saints.
Breeze retired, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Seahawks.
You got our buddy Ian going up against Tom Brady.
Sorry, show. Tom Brady's gonna whoop that ass if he shows up to the game.
Yeah. Titans or Commanders?
Titans.
All right. Do I even need to ask Cowboys and Rams?
Rams. If I'm gonna say Rams are gonna win if Dak comes back. If Dak doesn't come back, then I'm saying Cowboys.
Roger that.
And that's the first time you'll ever hear me go against Dallas.
I'll make that note. Niners and Panthers.
Niners.
Do the Eagles stay unbeaten against the Cardinals?
Fuck, they're gonna remain unbeaten.
Bengals and Ravens.
Bengals.
And Raiders and Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chief is
That's
back
what
in
we
the
all
Chiefs.
We all said the Chiefs.
Like I said, the Chief is backing the Chiefs.
Yep. All right, that's it. Thanks for your
That's it.
predictions. Yep.
Yep, no problem. So you guys were live still, so I'm like, I'm gonna join in.
Yeah, we were just about to end it.
Pretty much. Yep. We were about ready to wrap it up before you popped in, so good timing.
I'm
But
gonna
all right,
get
everyone.
time to get me something to eat.
Yeah, we're gonna head off here too. So everyone, thanks for watching. This has been Insidious Ghost and the Chief for the final minutes. Tune in next week for see who was right and who was wrong out of all three of us.
I'll be wrong.
Yeah, probably all of us, but that's how it
Well,
went
because
last
we
time.
haven't been right at all because everything in this season has been topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
fair
right.
enough. But we shall see you guys next week. Have a safe rest of your week, and we will catch you all later.
Insidious, I'm gonna get a hold of you later for wrestling talk.
Hey,
All right.
Hey, Chief, we actually do like the opening you made us, but could you do us a favor and turn that 60-second countdown to like 10 seconds?